Right, is that what we have next? So, we spoke a little bit about that. Dugong was to combat baby clowns. Now, in recent memory, I don't think I can think of a deck that's had so much hype that I fell for a little bit as well. I'm not going to sit there and say, I saw this coming. But everyone loved a bit of baby clowns. And all of a sudden, I don't see it doing anything. Is it time to call baby clowns a flop, Adam? Is that it now?
I think we haven't found the perfect build for it yet. So I wouldn't say it's a flop. I don't think it'll ever be best deck in format. Maybe not even tier 1, but it could potentially push to tier 1.5 if you have a good player piloting it with a good list. But I don't think we've seen that yet.
Okay. Joe, what's our thoughts on baby clowns?
Yeah, I mean, I've taken it to a cup and I enjoyed playing it. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's Zapdos is close. I think it's Reshizard and Stall, or it's 2 selling points, right?
Yeah.
So if people are putting Reshizard and Stall like hand in hand as like the best 2, then it's real good. That's what you want to hit. Zoroark's still hard, even though you can just bop them, they can still muck you, and it's real bad.
Yeah.
And Judge, right? So the Jirachi build is easy. My favorite. It's the only way it can work in my book.
Okay.
But then you're just basically playing a Zapdos that definitely beats Mill. That's basically like the way I'm looking at it. A much less consistent Zapdos that definitely beats Mill. As long as they don't plume you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can still play Flareon or something though, or Arcanine, but it's spaces and it's not great.
Yeah, I just what ended? How did it all go so wrong? I don't understand because I played a little bit. I thought it was fire. What's happened to it? Joe, you played it as well, so you might offer me a bit more insight here. What's sort of keeping it back? Because on paper it's nuts, right? On paper, pow, 300 damage. But what's actually happened? I don't understand.
I think the biggest, it's really more of sort of insight into the difference between our meta and Japanese meta, and even the way tournaments run, right?
Yeah.
Because they're always best of 1, and they're all having fun with their friends and stuff, and a lot of people like playing kooky stuff, which already makes non-GXs way better. You can just naturally having an unlimited damage cap means you can beat random stuff.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the Japanese lists played greens builds, which there's still been a handful of greens in our format, and one of the best Reshizard's lists that we saw from the weekend was greens based. But it feels like there's a lot less just pure greens, here is my 3 prize Pokemon in the active for you to kill, like just from like 2 fiery flints or something silly. So I think it's literally the case that Baby Blowns in Japan wasn't getting let loose as much, wasn't getting hit with Judge as much, faced more tag teams, and then everyone looks at it like it's the king, because an unlimited damage output non-GX is still powerful, of course, but it feels like we're going to be much more reactive to these sorts of things. And again, because it had that sort of hype, more people are looking towards playing Let Loose and stuff like that, and more field blowers are creeping in just because of external things like the Shedinja control deck, like Weezing, and you just kind of get caught in the crossfire because you're very reliant on batons. So I still think it's probably just like a tier 2.5 kind of deck right now, but you still have like 2 or 3 pretty good matchups, so it's not like the worst placed deck in the room, I would say.
Okay. Would you put it in 2.5 as well, Adam?
I did try and say 1.5 if you have a good player in a good list, but for now probably 2.5 because there is no. I don't think any great players are really playing the list I don't think they're planning to play them at big tournaments, and I don't think we've seen a great list. I mean, it might be we're all missing something, or it might be there is no great list that you can find. I don't know.
Yeah, I've always teetered on the edge of actually sleeving it up. I haven't actually done it yet. I don't know. It seems like a fun little TCGO deck, don't get me wrong, but then personally, I don't think I'd ever actually bring it to an event. Just seems a bit too combo-y for me. I've never played greens as well, though, Joe. I've never tried Jirachi. Is Jirachi much better?
Oh, yeah. It's way better. I think it's actually, like, essential. Just because everyone will let loose you, full stop. Yep. So playing Monkey Jirachi to safeguard you as best you can is just vital.
I agree with the Jirachi, not the Monkey.
Monkey's insane. It's so good in non-GX matchups.
That deck builds like 8-card hands. I don't like Monkey in that.
It does. I mean, it builds 8-card hands, but then you get judged and let loose anyway. And it's like, oh, I need these. The Monkey's just a brilliant attacker.
Monkey is a good
Alright.
attacker. Would have won me a game in League Challenge if I attached to him. But that's besides the point. I learnt my lesson there. Imagine that, using Psychic when you're playing Grumble. That's how dire the game got.